ladies and mostly gentlemen, Valor points are back, ladies and gents. Valor points have returned to the game in Shadowlands in patch 9.0.5. So yeah, let's talk about the who, what, why, and where with Valor points in Shadowlands and why it seems like a good system, but there's still some work to go. But before we get into that, guys, I just want to thank the sponsor of this video, and that is my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/MrGM. If you want to check me out streaming Shadowlands and the PTR and patch 9.0.5, 9.1, etc., I'm over on Twitch every single day, twitch.tv/MrGM. Right, so Valor points, yes. Valor points. It has been a very, very long time since we've seen some Valor points in World of Warcraft, and we are getting a huge return to them in the Shadowlands, and I'm looking forward to it for sure. I definitely think this is a step in the right direction. But yeah, as you can see here, this is the Valor vendor. Unfortunately, this is not the Valor vendor. I see a lot of people talking about a Valor vendor for Shadowlands, and that is just not a thing. That is not a thing. There will be no vendor. As of right now, as of the recording of this video, there's going to be no Valor vendor. There's not going to be a vendor that sells all of the Mythic Plus gear or anything like that. Maybe one day, maybe potentially that's something they're going to add eventually. Essentially, what the Valor point system is an upgrade system, similar to the Covenant armor system or the PvP gearing system, with some interesting requirements which you can actually do right now. So let's simply go through how the system works and how you can actually prepare for it right now. So what's happening is they'll be adding Valor points as a currency to two different activities. These activities are Mythic Keystone Dungeons and Covenant Callings, interestingly enough, with a weekly cap which was not specified. Now, the upgrade costs will vary per item, similar to how PvP gearing works, and the Covenant armor upgrades as well. So that's not really anything new there. You know, I would imagine rings and necks and stuff like that would be a lot cheaper than upgrading something like a helm. So I mentioned about preparing right now, and there is a ton of stuff you can do right now in the game to prepare for this system once it comes in patch 9.0.5 in potentially March, I think they mentioned when that is going to launch, so pretty darn soon. So yeah, this is how you're going to prepare. So the way Blizzard are doing the system is like this. Now, Mythic Keystone armor will be upgradable. Now, I don't think Mythic Zero armor will be upgradable, so you will have to do a minimum of a Mythic 2, and this will be upgradable to an item level cap of 200 using the Valor points. Now, obviously, this will be grandfathered in, so all of your Mythic Plus gear that you have right now will be upgradable. So as I said before, this is how you prepare. Go get the items now, because obviously a big flaw in this is that the fact that you still have to go get the items. You still have to go to the dungeons, get the items. You can't pinpoint them specifically on a vendor. Yeah, so you still have to go into these dungeons, get your BIS piece from Mythic Plus, but you can upgrade it now, which is obviously a massive bonus now. So as I mentioned, the initial cap is item level 200, and if you want to upgrade these items to a maximum of 207, you need to complete a brand new achievement. Now, this achievement is called Keystone Explorer, and to get this achievement, it's pretty simple. All you got to do is do all 8 Shadowlands dungeons at a Mythic 5 or higher. Now, this will obviously be grandfathered in, so if you've already done that, that's just going to pop up as soon as the patch is launched. And as I mentioned, that'll give you the opportunity to upgrade your items all the way up to 207. Now, if you want to go even higher than that and go to 213, you're going to need the Keystone Conqueror achievement. This is an existing achievement to complete all of the dungeons on a plus 10 or higher. And as I said, that will give you item level 213. And then if you really want to cap it out to get to item level 220, you will have to complete the Keystone Master achievement for Shadowlands Season 1, and that is completing all of the 8 Shadowlands dungeons at a 15 or higher. And that's pretty much it, right? So it's not too bad. Now, the one thing that's interesting to me and I'm very curious about, and something that isn't actually in the PTR yet, they did mention that the system is in the PTR, but it's actually not right now unless it's hidden, because we have not been able to acquire any Valor points as of this first build. But yeah, I'm curious whether or not this is account-wide. The Keystone Conqueror, Keystone Master, Keystone Explorer achievements, are they account-wide? Like if you do them on your main, will that unlock it across the board? So all of your alts will now be able to upgrade to 220, for example, without having to do all of those Mythic dungeons. Now, I think it probably won't be account-wide, unfortunately. I would kind of like that, because it'd be a nice little alts catch-up system there that they could do, but yeah, I could see why they wouldn't do that, I guess. Let me know down below if you think that should be account-wide. I am very curious. I would imagine that's going to be a point of contention for this system for sure, but honestly, I'm pretty happy that something like this is coming in. Obviously, raid loot and stuff does need some work still, and that is something that Ian said they are addressing in a future patch. He said that on Twitter, so raid gearing is going to get some reworking eventually, and we will obviously cover that as and when that comes in. But in 9.0.5, we will be finally getting some sort of additional system on top of the Mythic Plus gearing. So TLDR, guys, if you want to prepare right now for this system, pretty much just do all the dungeons as high as you possibly can right now, and that will grandfather those achievements in, so you have the unlocks as soon as we're out the gate, and that's going to be really great to have, obviously. And of course, getting that gear, because there is going to be no vendor. Remember that, guys, no Valor point vendor. Anyone that says it, not true. There's no vendor. There's literally, I mean, there is a Valor vendor in Stormwind and Ogrimmar, but, you know, it's just not the one that you want. So, yeah, maybe it'll change, maybe it won't. We'll definitely see. It's early days with patch 9.0.5. Guys, let me know down below what you think of this system. Are you excited for it? Do you think it needs some more changes? And obviously, we will be covering it over on the stream as and when the PTR does get updated to get some more information and kind of see how the system actually works and if it's good or not, really. That's kind of what it's all about at the end of the day. So, yeah, before I go, guys, I'd like to give a massive shout out to amazing patrons, YouTube channel members, and Twitch subs. You guys are awesome, and if you'd like to support the channel in any of those ways, links are down below. So leave a like on this video, guys, if you liked it, and subscribe if you hadn't. We've also got a partner Discord channel with over 3,000 members, and as I mentioned, I am now streaming on twitch.tv/MrGM. Yesterday, we spent the whole day just checking out the PTR, finding little tidbits and stuff, tweeting out the information that I find. It's a whole load of fun, so if you want to check me out, kind of digging through the PTR, finding the secrets of the PTR, I'm over on twitch.tv/MrGM every single day. And with that, guys, I'll see you next time.